Welcome to the I'm Rich People channel. Nobody talks about this part of getting rich. Hey, can we talk about something real for a moment? You see, when people talk about getting rich, they usually focus on the results, the cars, the freedom, the zeros in the bank account, the highlight reel. And sure, that's part of it. But there's another side no one really talks about. The quiet, uncomfortable, invisible part. The one that happens long before the money shows up. That's the part I want to talk to you about today. Because if you don't understand this part, you might keep thinking something's wrong with you, when actually you're right where you're supposed to be. So let's go there. Let's talk about the part of getting rich no one really prepares you for. 1. Getting rich often feels lonely at first. Here's the truth no one puts on a motivational poster. Success can feel lonely, because when you decide to take a different path, when you say, I want more, you start drifting away from the crowd. Not because you're better, but because you're focused, disciplined, intentional, and not everyone gets that. Some people will say you've changed, some will question your choices, some might even disappear. And that hurts, because deep down, we all want to be understood, to be supported. But here's the good news. You'll start attracting new people, people who think bigger, who believe in growth, who speak your language. It just takes time. So if you're feeling misunderstood right now, just know, that's not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're evolving. 2. It's not about money first. It's about identity. Most people think, once I have the money, I'll feel confident, I'll feel worthy. But the truth, you have to become the kind of person who can hold wealth before the wealth arrives. And that's not about faking anything. It's about doing the inner work. The quiet mindset shifts that say, I am capable, I deserve to be paid well, I am responsible enough to manage abundance, I am not afraid of success. That identity work, it's invisible. No one claps for it. You don't get likes or validation for it. But it's the foundation, because you'll never rise higher than what you believe you're worth. So maybe ask yourself this today. What beliefs about money or success am I still carrying that aren't really mine? Getting rich means doing boring things, consistently. Let's be honest, getting rich doesn't look exciting most of the time. It looks like saying no to distractions, like budgeting, tracking progress, waking up early, repeating what works. It's not a movie montage. It's more like brushing your teeth, important, repetitive, not glamorous. But the secret is, wealth isn't built in big, loud moments. It's built in small, quiet decisions, over and over again. So if you're in a season where everything feels repetitive or slow, ask yourself, am I bored, or am I actually being consistent for once? Because sometimes, boredom is a sign that you're finally doing the right things long enough to see results. 4. You will doubt yourself. And that's okay. Here's something I wish someone told me earlier. Self-doubt doesn't mean you're not cut out for this. It means you're growing. Every time you step into a new level, your brain will question it. Can I really handle this? Am I smart enough? What if I mess it all up? But here's what rich, successful people understand. Doubt is part of the journey. You don't get rid of it. You walk with it. The difference is, they don't let that voice drive the car. They hear it, nod, and keep going anyway. So the next time you feel that whisper of fear, just pause and ask yourself, is this fear trying to protect me or limit me? And then keep going. 5. Wealth won't fix everything, but it will give you choices. Let's be real, money won't solve all your problems. It won't magically heal your wounds. It won't fix broken relationships. It won't suddenly make you feel whole. But you know what it can do? It gives you options, freedom, room to breathe, the ability to choose how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and what kind of life you want to build. That's powerful. And when you understand that, money stops being the goal. It becomes a tool. You stop chasing wealth to prove something, and start building it because you know you can use it to do something meaningful. So ask yourself, what kind of freedom are you really after? Let's take a breath here. Maybe no one told you this part of the journey would be so quiet, so unglamorous, so full of invisible effort. But that's exactly why it works. Because while everyone else is chasing the next shiny thing, you're doing the real work. And that's what separates temporary success from lasting wealth. A few practical reminders before we close. Create a money system you trust. Automate it if you can. Wealth loves structure. Spend less energy on looking rich, more on becoming rich. Protect your time. It's your most valuable currency. Keep a journal. Document the journey, even the boring days. It keeps you grounded. Stay around people who talk about ideas, growth, and solutions, not just problems. And finally, if you're feeling discouraged, like it's taking too long or you're behind, let me tell you something you need to hear. You're not behind. You're just in the middle, and the middle always feels unclear. But clarity comes from movement, and you are moving, even if it's slow, even if no one sees it yet. So keep going, keep believing, not because it's easy, but because you know this matters. And one day, this quiet part, the part nobody talks about, will be the part you look back on and smile, because it made you who you are. If you don't subscribe to this channel, I'm Rich People, you might never hear from us again. But if you already did, congratulations, you're growing every single day.